Prime Minister James Marape has the greatest legacy he would wishes to leave behind for the next generation, especially the children of his Taripori electorate and the wider Hela province, is quality education. Speaking at the opening and handover of 3 brand new staff houses at the Hope Institute in Tari recently, the Prime Minister said materials possessions such as money and wealth come and go, but education remains the key to a better future and must always be every parent's top priority.
Prime Minister James Marape has articulated that his foremost legacy for future generations, particularly for the children of Taripori district and the broader Hela province, is the emphasis on quality education. During the opening and handover of 3 new staff houses at the Hope Institute in Tari, he highlighted that while material wealth may be transient, education holds the enduring value necessary for a brighter future. Marape stressed that education should be the primary focus of every parent, emphasizing its critical role in shaping the lives and opportunities of the youth in his region. His commitment aims to ensure that the next generation is equipped with the knowledge and skills needed to thrive. Meantime, Marape thanked the provincial member for Ella, Philip Pundialu, and the Ella provincial government for supporting the Hope Institute, describing it as a second-chance school for students who have completed grades 8, 10, and 12 but were unable to progress to secondary or tertiary institutions. Freddie Mo, TVWAN News.
Treasury has released 19.5 million kina in entitlements for 570 retired teachers in the country. The Teaching Service Commission shared this long-awaited news to its members recently.
Commissioner of the Teaching Service Commission, Maini Ugaya, was happy to share with 570 retirees that Treasury has released 19.5 million kina in retirement and repatriation benefits. Mr. Ugaya said this the 3rd batch of retiree payments. Ugaya clarified that the repatriation payment applies only to retired teachers and not those who resigned. The TSC Commissioner said TSC's industrial team is now working on the next batch of retiree entitlements. These files will be sent to Treasury once completed. TSC Principal Advisor Industrial Husband Rita Caro urged salary officers from all provinces to compile exit files for all outstanding exits and the recent approved exits and make available to TSC headquarters. The information will then be checked before it can be included in the funding bid to Treasury. Caro said these particular exit files apply to existing members who were already teaching before 2003. Those who started teaching after 2003, when the LESCO was introduced, would have their records in the system and reviewing will be easier. Meantime, the TSC congratulates the retirees for years of service in educating Papua New Guineans. Frida Kana, TVWAN News.
Turning abroad, crowds of protesters have taken to the streets nationwide, donning Australian flags, calling for immigration to be slashed. Despite numbers being down, tensions erupted in Melbourne. Police were pelted with rock bottles and rotten fruits, trying to keep rival groups of protesters separated. It's a stark difference to the scene in Sydney, where an estimated 5,000 anti-immigration protesters peacefully took to the streets.
The unofficial national anthem marking the official start of the March for Australia in Sydney.
No rocking chair!
The streets of Melbourne were far less peaceful. An anti-racism rally turned violent as protesters tried to crash an anti-immigration march at Parliament House. Officers fired stun grenades and rubber bullets in a bid to break up the crowd.
This is what was thrown at police today.
A police officer suffered a suspected broken hand and a woman was arrested.
Bottles filled with shards of glass were being thrown at the police. Bins were put on fire. Flags were on fire. And I think enough's enough.
In Canberra, there were clashes between the two rallies. While back in Sydney, police praised the behaviour of protesters on both sides. The anti-immigration demonstrators lapped the CBD, with families and young children leading the way. The neo-Nazis who crashed the front of the pack in August were nowhere to be seen, and many said they were not missed.
And we just don't need them, we don't want them.
They don't speak for anybody that's out here. 99.99% of the people want to have nothing to do with them.
The organisers of this rally urged the protesters not to become violent or cause any trouble if they happen to come across the anti-racism rally in the area at the same time, saying, "Don't be violent, be loud." The anti-racism protesters sent their message loudly too.
Those rallies are for hate, they're to try to push people away.
Neo-Nazis took the lead last time and people know that. There's no excuse now.
Numbers at the March for Australia events were down this time. After 15,000 showed up in Sydney in August, police estimate today's crowd was about a third of the size.
When you think of a career expo, primary school may not be what you have in mind, but in Darwin, primary school students have been imagine their future, working life and learning. There's so much thing as too early to start following their passion.
They may not have even hit high school yet, but these kids have their minds on the future.
I want to be a marine biologist.
I think I want to be a crocodile expert.
Maybe like an artist?
I want to be on the radio.
For the past 10 weeks, Year 5 and 6 students at Larrakia Primary School have been getting expert guidance on what they might do in the years ahead.
Oh, this opportunity is amazing for our students. It really exposes them to future careers and preparing them for real jobs so that they get a taste of what's to come.
From giant fish trap makers,
they're really excited because they've never seen anything like it,
to fixing skateboards or tracking down criminals.
If you put a bit of baby powder and dust it off, you can see whose handprint it was and then you can catch them.
And they're already passing on their knowledge.
And we've been learning about aperture, focus, the right angles. We've been learning all about solar power and third world countries.
Here at the school, the kids are getting an early look at the workforce, discovering their passions and getting ready for the next generation
to light the torch.
Back home in sports, Papua New Guinea women's cricket team have sealed victory over United Arab Emirates in match 4 of the one-day international series. PNG secured a strong 78-run victory. Batting first, the PNG women posted 210 for 9 in their full 50 overs. Top scorer Pauke Siaka led the innings with 60 runs off 63 balls and registered 4 fours, supported by Holland Doriga with 48 from 61 balls. Konya Owala contributed a brisk 22 of 20 balls, whilst Naoni Vare and Brenda Tau added 18 and 11 runs. The United Arab Emirates women were dismissed for 132 in 42.4 overs, giving Papua New Guinea women a well-deserved 78-run win. The NCD Corporate Beach Volleyball Competition Season 2 started with a trial games at Ella Beach on Saturday, October 18th, coordinated by the Port Moresby Corporate Volleyball Competition. The event brought together some of Port Moresby's top corporate houses for a day of skill, energy and sandy court action. Season 2024 champions were out to defend their titles. In the women's division was Stanley Hotel, mixed division NCDC and men's Suniv Tews. For the 2025 season, participating teams including NCD, Tuniv 2s, Stanley Hotel, Digicel, Elegant, PMNEC, Department of Education, and Internal Revenue Commission, a strong lineup that promises an intense and competitive matchup throughout the tournament. The trial games allowed new players to experience the sand court version of volleyball, testing their agility, teamwork, and adaptability under the blazing sun. Teams like Tuniv 2s, Stanley, Education, Digicel, and Elegant came out strong, showing that they'll be serious contenders against the defending champions NCDC this season. With the trial round now complete, all eyes stand to the official full-day tournament on Saturday, 25th October 2025, where teams will battle for a place in the finals. The stage is set for another exciting corporate sports weekend, which is expected to display high energy, teamwork, and plenty of beach volleyball action. New Zealand defeated Samoa 24-18 in a thrilling opening Pacific Championship Cup contest, with a Dylan Brown try proving the difference in a tight affair. Payne Haas's first Samoan appearance since defecting sparked a monumental battle in the middle of the field, but he was unable to inspire his side to a victory despite a late surge.
The first 10 minutes of the clash were filled with brutal hits, with powerhouse forward Joseph Tapine and Payne Haas doing their best to leave dents in the opposition. New Zealand centre Matt Timoko had the first chance to score, but was denied by a strong effort by Junior Paulo. But the Kiwis were able to tally the first points of the clash through young gun Casey McLean, who was also to steam past Panthers teammate Isaac Tango to tally the first points. McLean wasn't finished there though, scoring the second 4-pointer from a play that looked like it would amount to nothing. Samoa responded through Dane Marina to bring the score back to a 6-point deficit, but were unable to threaten the Kiwis in the first half. Chance Nicole Klokstad handed Samoa a try after batting the ball back into the field and landing on the fence, watching on as Simi Sasagi scored, leveling the scores before a late Matt Timoko try gave New Zealand a 15-12 lead into the break. In the second half, Murray Taulagi came close to scoring on the right wing, but was denied by his opposite man, Rolando Molitalo. Again, it was Taulagi with another opportunity that went begging, stepping out before he was able to ground the ball as Samoa struggled to break the opponent's defense. But it was third time lucky, with Taulagi scoring the try, which handed Samoa a crucial conversion to level the score. New Zealand hit back with 5 minutes on the clock. Kieran Foran put up a bomb which was snatched up by Dylan Brown, who grounded the ball pressed against the post. The try was confirmed and the Kiwis took a 6-point lead, which was the match-winning points. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
That ends the midday news. Do join us at 6 for the main bulletin.